Couldn't make the payments, you went to the Building Society, and what did you say to them?
You said, we need help, we're getting into more and more debt with you, we need you to do something. We're not just sitting at home saying, right, we'll wait for the bailiffs to knock on our door. And he said, no, today we are paying £467 on a place that we do not live in.
And now we live in one room with my mother, and we're lucky, like that lady over there, that we had my mother to go to. But why should we? Why should we? Both two people working, earning average salaries. What were we supposed to do?
Well, I think the fact is that if you want to have money available to buy a house which you borrow, you have to pay what it costs in the marketplace. But they are temporary. Interest rates don't...
Every time, when we first bought it and they started going up, you think... You feel a bit insecure, but you say to yourself, this is just a hiccup.
The first increases.
And then they keep going up, and they keep going up. And as they keep going up, and then you get into debt, then you get letters from the bank manager, and you suddenly think, they are not going to pay the mortgage this month. They're not going to... What are we going to do?
These are the real people, hard-working, ordinary people, trying to have a decent life, given encouragement by the government.
Yeah, we were.
Yes,
told to buy.
I entirely understand that, but if you buy a house and you buy it on borrowed money, you have to accept
can't even afford
that
to
there
pay
are
the
times when
water
the
bill.
interest rates...
I'm saying because there are very...
There's an alien spaceship. There it is, it's in the tree. Like, this alien is in the tree at the moment, yeah? Right, and it's just so weird. But if I zoom you in, there you can see it. Have you got a close-up? Yeah. This is serious business. Where the hell is it now? It's there, it's there. Bloody hell. Can I say? I don't care about my swearing, but that is... Look at that. Mum! You don't hold the camera straight. Can you see it? There's an alien spaceship there. There's a spaceship over there. Oh, yeah, where's that? It's over there. It's just this really bright light. Is it? Yeah. I'm an alien creature from outer space with an alien body and an alien face. I don't care if an alien...
Well, look, see, the rats, I mean, they can swim, and then just swim up and under and come up the pan, so...
That's it.
Like I said, you'll let you get them
I feel like having to sort of say, take the toilet completely away, or else pour all cement and stuff down.
Well, like I said to you before, get that sealed off with a bit of cement.
Yeah.
But obviously, even if you'd have done that, it wouldn't have cured it because...
I'm worried, if we put, say, cement down there, that it's going to affect the toilet.
Yeah, we don't
Won't
really...
be able to flush the toilet.
No, that's right.
That's what I'm worried about.
It's, unfortunately, you've just got an unusual sort of system here, haven't you, really?
No, we certainly need it sorted out.
Not too bad. Just got to be careful here when you step. I know, yeah, it's somewhere here.
first thing I was aware of was driving up through Camelford at 4 o'clock in the morning and finding all the stopcocks turned on and water flowing down the main street. That day and then the next, we began to get numbers of people coming in with mouth ulcers, diarrhea and vomiting, skin rashes and conjunctivitis that we hadn't expected. A little later, Councillor Roberts phoned me and said, we think there's a problem with the water, we don't know exactly what, but we ought to get together to discuss this.
Well, there she goes, eh? Hard to believe we'll not see another one of them on the berth.
I can't believe it. 650 years, and you know, this is the end of it now.
How long did you work here?
Sorry?
How long did you work here?
In the shipyards. Nearly 18 years. I think that's about enough anyway.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be...
There's a kind of two things going on at once. One is a major cost-cutting exercise, which is happening all across the zoo. And the other one, sort of coincidental with that, is an effort to redefine what we do to be somewhat more relevant for the visiting public in the 20th century.
What are you looking for in the new keepers?
We want people who are adaptable, personable, good kind of, you know, personal skills, talking to the public, because the public are the visitors are our bread and butter. So, I mean, if we can't afford to have people, I think, who kind of are not happy with interacting with the public. And in order to do that, you know, you've got to have a friendly, outgoing, cheerful character.
Everyone tells me what a miserable individual I am walking round, and the overseers quite often tell me to smile. So, you know, I try my best to. I do let my hair down and smile occasionally after work. Trying to make me laugh
described them as were mental. They just walked until they hit a wall, and then they still kept walking until they wore their feet out. And the first one died, the rest we had put down because there's nothing you could do with them.
Animals are a barometer for sort of the humans. So if it's going to affect rabbits to that degree, what's it going to do to humans as well?
£46.96. Comes to £11 exactly.
All right, Spider and Karen.
Unfortunately, while the boys went to confront the rest of the house with the bill, Spider was coping with some bad news. Her mother had rung to say her pet rabbit, Bingo, had died.
You all right? You okay? What's wrong?
Rabbit died.
Look, this doesn't matter. Leave this for later then. Okay.
Do you think the injection hurts?
No, I don't think if he's in that much pain and they've decided to put him down, then the injection, they probably wouldn't have even felt it at all.
But he'll be all right, because he'll be in heaven now, won't he?
Wherever. I don't know if I believe in heaven or not, so I can't answer that one. But somewhere there.
Of course, the chairman or the president of the Commission, Mr. Delors, said at press conference the other day that he wanted the European Parliament to be the democratic body of the community, he wanted the Commission to be the executive, and he wanted the Council of Ministers to be the Senate. No, no, no.
So you joke when you're sticking. Go on. Go on, what do you want? Hey! Hey, look! Oi! You go away. You go away. Oi, oi! 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 Come in the toilet, go on. Go on. Stand up here. Go on then. Go on then. Go on then. Go on then. Go on, take me. Come on. Come on. What's a bit of water? You can do a bit, it's smelly good. I get you, son. Don't forget it. I will get you. No bother. Oh, you're dead, you I will get you. What you say? I won't get to die. I won't get to die. I will get you. What they call you? I say I will get you, no problem. National Guard!
How about one Romeo 18, Tony?
He's just paid for dinner. He's paid for dinner.
I don't mind paying for dinner. I don't mind paying for the car. But can you imagine being one of these people? I mean, can you imagine the job satisfaction of pissing off the entire population of London? I mean, what's the point, you know?
Yeah, and...
They must be so miserable. You have to rise above it, because they think that the 85 quid is going to kill us. It's not. Ciao.
And all I'm saying is, as grown-ups, my car is has a hydraulic suspension system, which, when down, will get damaged if the car is moved.
Well, he's assured me that, in fact, it won't be damaged.
He has.
Okay. If it does get damaged, then you have a right to make a claim against them for any damage that's caused to your vehicle, and that is your right.
Well,
okay.
I think rights are for ignorant people.
All right, thanks very much.
It's not possible to attribute the very real current health effects which some people are still suffering to the toxic effects of the incident, except insofar as they are the consequence of the sustained anxiety which has been felt quite naturally by so many people.
And that is the famous bandit. They see, look, loads of money, and that used to say bandit, but I put and must save. These are things that turn, and if you get lucky, it'll come out of here, and you win. Just move that up a bit, just in case I do win. And you've got to have a bar, or a star, bar, star. Or get a bar, or a bar, or a star, bar, or bar, star. I think you get that, didn't you? Okay, this is my lucky one now. You kiss it. You kiss it.
Surely you're not really at risk.
Who can say? I've got a friend who is one of the most least promiscuous people I've ever known, and she contracted it from somebody she'd been going out with for 2 years.
So are you worried?
Yes, of course. Not worried, concerned.
What are night sweats exactly?
Well, you'd go to sleep at night, and as I'm sort of dozing off, my body temperature would rise, and by morning time, if the sleep was irregular, you would sort of wake up. By morning time, sometimes the bed would be drenched, sopping wet. The fear did hit me, and you're sort of not about your wits. You're sort of a different person. So it isn't reason. It's not rational. It's just
But were
anxiety.
you scared of pain or suffering or death? Or
No, I've experienced quite a lot of pain, and I'm not afraid of pain. I can't put my finger on it. It must be just afraid of the unknown, afraid that I was dying.
It's heavy, so if it's heavy metal, it's what you call heavy metal, then you've got a pretty heavy lyric to it. And I suppose writing about the darker forces and the darker sides of whatever fits the music. I mean, you would hardly write about a love song to that kind of heaviness. I mean, throughout history, musicians, and I can't remember the name of the composer, but there was in the hundreds of years ago, one composer was looked upon as being too heavy for the time.
Tyneside has been picking up the pieces for the second time this week, following another night of serious rioting in the region, this time in Newcastle. Hundreds of youngsters gathered in the city's West End, where police and firemen turned out in huge numbers to deal with dozens of incidents in the wake of Monday's disturbances at the Meadowell estate.
I'm trying to ring my agent to get my bookings. It's ringing. Hello, George. It's Scott Davis here. Have you got out for me this week? Churton. Churton. That's bloody where the riots are, isn't it? Oh. And they're going to blow the petrol station up. The club goes up. I don't think I want to go there, really. So, right. Right. Bye now. Ah.
I needed to see you so much there. I had the worst day of my life. My parents came back and I'd left the car outside, all crunched up like a little sardine can. And I hadn't told them. I didn't think they were getting back at 7 o'clock in the morning. My father walked in and saw it sort of sitting outside. Yeah, what do you think? And no, they freaked. Freaked! And Mum bought me a Rolex.
And she came back and she said, I bought you a present, but you're not going to have it. Because you squished the car. She bought one for all of us. All the girlies.
I got these. The children die to get their hands on them. But I don't let them. They're Guatemalan worry dolls, I think they're called. And it's quite good, because you're supposed to tell them your worries and they solve it. Where are they? The bastards haven't been working very well for me. I have a shout at them occasionally.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not an appendage of Stephen, as I very much feel I am when we go to some of these official gatherings. I mean, sometimes I'm not even introduced to people. I come along behind. And I don't really know who I'm speaking to. But with my friends, I'm just me, and that's just Jane. That's terribly important. It's terribly important for my self-respect. And terribly important for my survival, I think. All right, so I'll see you in Keys this evening.
Yes.
What time?
7:10.
Fine, okay.
Sort of pinching myself.
Yes.
If you'd said to me, what, 4 months ago, you'll be attending a victory party to celebrate a majority of 8,600, I'd have said, oh, no, never.
Would you like a slow song, Andrea, or would you like a fast one, or do you want something a bit raunchy? I think you're going to have to take what you get.
Police message. Disperse to your home addresses.
Your car has been removed, madam. It's
Can you
cut and
explain
dry.
to us where we're meant to park at this time of night?
It's dangerous. Is it not dangerous for women to walk around at night? What am I meant to do at night? Okay, whatever you say, it is dangerous. Girls walking individually on their own around London.
Right.
So what are you meant to do?
I have the same problem as you. I'm a female.
Yeah,
right?
but you're a policeman and you're usually in pairs.
It makes no difference when I'm on my own. But I carry one of these panic alarms with me. All they are is a pressurised container. Then you can carry it along the street, and if anything should happen, you can just press the button. And like that. You can get them from most hardware stores. But that's what I advise you to do.
I still think this is absolutely ridiculous, and I think we're going to write.
How is waiting this time compared to the previous time you took the test?
Every time I think about it, it does pull me up short completely. You're suddenly aware that there's the possibility. And the closer you get to it, the possibility of getting a positive result seems to loom larger.
No, I haven't spoken to any particular doctor, but that's because I know that most doctors won't carry out euthanasia for you. So my friends and I have discussed about taking my own life in the time when it comes to it. And we've arranged that we'll hire a video and film it, and that way nobody will end up in court because I took my own life. They've just helped me do it by taking me out of hospital where it's impossible to take your own life.
Next lot, there we are, is lot 2, 6 pneumatic grinders, £20 for them, 15, there, 20, 25, number, for £50, don't believe it, £30, bloody hell.
You're getting stuff for nothing. Getting stuff for nothing. Stuff that hasn't been even used. They're getting it for nothing. Vultures.
Number, sir?
It's the best in the world, and you're just seeing it getting tore apart. And it's, as I say, it's frightening.
I heard a news flash on a programme as I drove down to the dock that something worth £900 had been sold for £30. This is what the British government have brought us to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just make sure it's you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Have you had a nice day?
Not had a very good day today. The recession is unfortunately catching up with us at the moment and being seriously affected today.
I was saying earlier, our nature films programmes are one of our favourites. We both enjoy these immensely. Though this one's all about crabs immigrating or migrating.
Buried in the mud.
Yeah, horrible mud. Marvellous how they get the pictures, isn't it?
Across the Pacific, on a small beach on the Panama Canal, ghost crabs are entrenched on the upper shore.
Shall I try and wake him up? I think this room sleeps about sort of 15 people. It's all quite comfy, but you know, I haven't been cleaning up here, so it's not tidy like downstairs. And then here, this is where the DJs, the music people are sleeping in here. I don't know where they are at the moment. They're the guys, you know, set everything up downstairs. And basically, that's about it, I think.
It's a good party.
Yeah, very good. Brilliant, you know. Bus journey took about 30 hours, but after that, it was cool. Very good indeed.
And the West Indians, and now we've got West Africans smuggling them in now with forged papers. In yesterday's paper, I saw that there's West Africans coming in now, so we'll have to get some jokes about the West Africans, make them feel at home.
But does it make them feel at home, or does it make them feel
Doesn't make any difference
alienated?
to me whether it makes them feel at home or not. This is my home, you know. We want to make them feel at home. And if they don't feel at home, well, you can always go back.
Where did you do your shopping before you came here?
Asda, Tesco's, get on with stuff like that. They just put it up and up. Pay for new buildings they've just built, that's all.
It's a far cry, isn't it, from the sort of superstores, very nice buildings and all of that. Does that not bother you?
No. It's the price you pay to, you know, save, isn't it?
Why do I
if people don't apply for keeper-in-charge jobs,
right,
and if people don't apply for collection manager jobs, then they aren't the type of people we want.
Of course.
And if people read that job description and they say, oh, that's not as good as I did before, yeah, then they aren't the right people. The type of people we want are the people that are going to be fighting and achieving and empowering junior people.
They're reading it like it was a headkeeper's job description and expecting it to be like a headkeeper's job description.
It's headkeepers reading a headkeeper's job
That's
description.
right. And there is actually more in there hidden away. I mean, perhaps we should have left some more clues in there.
If you look at it laterally, then what you're actually trying to do is achieve thought process in the right kind of people.
That's right.
And if you get the right kind of people, then you actually mould and develop.
Right.
And by empowering those people and making sure that they understand and create and actually write their own job description, then they're far better people for it. Because it basically means that you've got them in the grinder, because they're committed.
Do you want promotion? You going for it?
I want the claw. Yeah, I want the claw.
What's the claw?
Small mammal house. Because...
How badly do you want it?
it's all bad enough that it hurts at the moment. Never wanted it, never bothered me before.
So, ਉਸ ਦੇ ਮੁਤਾਬਕ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਗਏ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ from 67 up to 89 ਤੱਕ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾਇਆ ਕਿ ਅਨਪਲਾਇਡ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੋਏ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਅਸੀਂ more than 16 hour 18 hours days nights ਇਹ ਕੀਤੇ ਹਨ
When I took my 18 portions of moussaka in, she'd lean across a candlelit counter and leer at me, going, "You're full." Marguerite.
Bacon. 91 white. Is that bacon? Is that bacon? No. I've got bacon here. 8087. Who for? Bacon? Yeah. 887's out to bacon. No, yours. Yours. 25.85. Give it. 20 yours.
It's horrible everywhere to say. Cleaver shop.
Oh,
You know Owen Owens in Preston that was, and then it changed to Lewis's. Well, now it's gone. It was a management buyout, and it's gone now.
Hello,
You
Mary's
go to
way.
a shop, and when you get there, it's gone. You're just standing for amazement.
I
just suppose it's the rent and the rates. I mean,
I'm
they're
ever
so
so
expensive,
sorry,
aren't
we're
they?
fully booked.
MLR's 15%.
MLR. Gee whiz.
What's happening? 15%. What? 15% tomorrow. 15% MLR.
Fucking hell.
If I had £1 million, the first thing I'd do was get myself out of this gratty area and move to somewhere nice like Sutton Coldfield. I'd buy a house, I'd have maids, I'd invest some in cigarettes. I know it's a bad thing, but when you got money, you've got to raise more money. I'd invest it in cigarettes because they'll always sell. And then I'd always have money after that. I'd buy a nice car, Escort Casworth, kitted up, nicest wheels, Recaro interior. I'd buy my own house. My house set to be massive. I'd have the nicest rooms. I'd have a pure brilliant white room with a pure brilliant white set, pure brilliant white leather settees, pure brilliant, everything, pure brilliant white. I'd wear pure brilliant white tracksuit, pure brilliant white chain, pure brilliant white cap, white gold, and I'd have a black panther with a diamond necklace around his neck. That'd be immaculate. That would prove I was a millionaire. Prove I was a millionaire to everybody.
So how many pounds have you sold?
About $500 million.
$500 million. So has it been good business?
Yeah, it's been really good.
What does that mean to the bank here?
We've had an excellent day. We've made a lot of money, so it's good.
What are we talking about? A couple of £100,000?
Probably about 10 million.
It was in excess of $1 billion of profits, because we had a position approaching, I think, $10 billion, and the fall was more than 10%.
night.
As I was just turning round and got my back to turn to the other side of the bed, I saw all these balloons staring at me in the, stuck to the ceiling, which is, quite a nice surprise. She must have got up in the middle of the night and put these up here. So it was a bit of a shock and quite a nice surprise though at the same time to see all these balloons, of which this is one. So that was quite a nice surprise, Harrogate. Thank you very much.
Now we meet one of the main members of the community protest against the live transportation of animals. It's Tilly. Now I'm afraid Tilly can't speak to us at the moment because we've been told that we're not allowed to shout or to say anything to the police or the thing. So Tilly is making sure she can control herself, and she has actually taped her mouth.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we start the meeting?
The kind of bids they make and the purchases they make are going to be available to me so that I'm aware of what they're up to, and I think they're going to refrain from any anti-competitive practices. But if it is alleged that they're engaging in such practices, I can take steps to form a view as to whether this is going on, and if it is going on, take steps if necessary to stop it.
Of course he'll have the information, he has the powers to demand it. But the really important question is, what is the quality of that information? Is that information credible? Can the regulator independently check that the numbers that they're given by the major players in this industry genuinely represent the true costs and true conditions of power stations?
2227.
Maya, to hit
2270, yeah.
Taiho.
Go.
Kilos. Okay. Did you get it?
Kilos, yeah?
Yeah. Daha. Tai daha.
2 tons and a quarter. Just over.
2 tons, eh?
Okay.
2 tons.
Yeah.
Can you see the whole lot now?
Yes.
Bits of it.
I can see a whole lot. I'll tell you what I'm having trouble with is, because it's a 2-page one, I'm having trouble ever so slightly when you go from one page to the other. Yeah, it's... Yeah.
See, it's all in there.
There's what?
Right,
Is that paper again?
In there, right?
Yeah.
There's a picture, a 3D picture of Bambi. Find it. No, in there. In that, there, yeah.
Didn't say that.
Look, just look at it.
What are you doing?
You've got to pick your eyes out of focus or something, I don't know.
Do you knock your eyes out of focus?
Maybe the colour side's naturally short.
Look at these two looking at the newspapers, man.
That newspaper, I can't get that newspaper on at all.
God would not have had any freedom to choose how the universe began. We are such insignificant creatures on a minor planet of a very average star in the outer suburbs of one of 100,000 million galaxies. So it is difficult to believe in a God that would care about us or even notice our existence. Instead, I would use the term God as the embodiment of the laws of physics.
Well, so Argentina.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you get it?
What we're trying to do, the Daily Mail newspaper and magazine have produced this thing, right, body coloured pattern, and apparently you can see sort of, where's the actual mail?
3D pictures inside.
3D pictures inside. Well,
apparently they leap out at you.
Personally, I think, yeah, they leap out at you. Personally, I think you've got to be pissed to actually see these sort of
The
things.
colour side seems to be the only one getting the images.
I can't see one bleeding image. Hold on.
But a lot of these American I mean, everything's under the thing of being metal, and the way they perceive it now, if you've got long hair, a guitar and tight spandex pants, you're metal, and that's not the case. Because it's getting so confused, they're starting to speed metal, death metal, gay metal, you know, whatever metal, you know, it's all different aspects of the one thing, and it got so confusing for me. I don't know what the bloody hell it's all about anymore.
Miners' union leaders are calling for a strike against plans to close most of the industry. Ministers say there'll be no change of mind. It emerged tonight that the decision to shut down half the coal industry was not discussed beforehand by the full cabinet.
It isn't suddenly something that we've woken up, rubbed our eyes and decided to do something beastly to the mining industry. If it wasn't economically unavoidable, we would not have done it. But since it became economically unavoidable, we thought it better to do it cleanly and quickly.
How's it going to affect you, the closure of this bit?
Well, I'm 43, so I've got no chance of getting a job when I finish here.
My whole family will be on the dole. Myself, my future wife, her mother, her brother. What's left for us?
This kind of thing shouldn't be allowed to happen to anyone, whatever industry they're in. Not on such a large scale as this. It is absolutely devastating. I don't know how I'm going to be able to tell my wife and 4 kids that this is it, we're done.
There is too much short-termism, too much reacting to events, not enough shaping of events. We give the impression of being in office, but not in power. Unless this approach is changed, the government will not survive and will not deserve to survive.
And we're going to play a song called Common People for you, which is a national anthem for the Netto generation. And it sounds like this.
She came from Greece, she had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College, that's where I caught her eye. She told me that her dad was loaded. I said, that case of rum and Coca-Cola, she said, fine. And then in 30 seconds time, she said, I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever common people do. Wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. Well, what else could I do? I said, I'll see what I can do. I took her to a supermarket. I don't know why, but I had to start it somewhere. So it started there. I said, pretend you got no money. And she just laughed and said, you're so funny. I said, yeah. Well, I can't see anyone else smiling at you.
I've got them.
You wanna live like common people. You wanna see whatever common people see. Wanna sleep with common people. You wanna sleep with common people like me. But she didn't understand. And she just smiled and held my hand. And rent a flat to Bob's shop. And cut your hair and get a job. Smoke some pipes and play some pool. Pretend you never went to school. Still you never get it right. 'Cause when you're laid in bed at night, watching roaches climb the wall. Well, if you called your dad, he could stop it. Oh yeah. Never live like common people. You never do whatever common people do. Never fail like common people. You never watch your lives slide out of view. And then dance and drink and screw. Because there's nothing else to do.
Ty, hit me. Hit me, Ty. Ty, hit me. Tie him in, him in. Him in. Hold it. He wants some slack. Let me just shove that pole up, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Hem in, tie. Hem in. Tie him in.